What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another video. And I figured that out of all the video ideas and all the video topics that I have that I want to talk about, I might as well just make a video actually talking about the product that I created and the product that I use on a daily basis. Just to start off real quick, I have been trying to journal for many years in my life, and I was never really consistent with it. But I found that when I would do it, it would help a lot. It helped me gather my emotions. It helped me feel a little bit better. Yes, it may sound gay as fuck, but I would still do it. The thing is, I would never really stay consistent because I would write and then I would forget. So I would write, forget what I wrote, write maybe the next day or two, forget what I wrote, and I would never look back and read my entries to actually see what I wrote, and then I would just forget and go to bed, and I would never really learn or gain anything from my entries. So a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, I want to start getting back into journaling, but I do want to start getting actual good insights and just basically something good out of journaling, something that I can actually take with me. So I built like a web app called Note to Self where you journal on the site. There's no prompts, there's no like AI giving you ideas or anything like that. You just write whenever you want. Here's how it looks like. Note to self, you write, and every Sunday we call you out. So you scroll down. This is basically how the website looks like. It's a journal that calls you out on your own bullshit. How it works is you just write. We don't bother you. We don't be sending you prompts. There's no AI that tells you what to write. Just log in, you write, and it auto saves. You could take a picture of your physical journal. If you journal on a physical journal, it transcribes it for you, automatically pastes your text in there so that you don't have to write again. You could also attach photos from your day. It would look like this. This is how your journal page looks like. Obviously, there's different fonts, there's different themes and colors and stuff like that. It's not just this color, but this is basically how it looks like. You write whenever. You could upload pictures. It looks like this. You could upload your photo of a digital, not a digital, of a physical journal, and it transcribes it for you. And then every Sunday, the AI or the system, which is very, very heavily prompted, don't worry about it, reads your entire weekly entries for the week. And then on Sundays, there's a recap available, which points out your pattern recognition, which for me, this and blind spots is the most important part. These two, it does a rule check. So in your settings, you could put rules like personal goals and stuff like that. And then it also points out wins you missed, your emotional trajectory, and one sharp question. For me, the two most important ones are pattern recognition and blind spots. Why? Because there's things we don't notice about ourselves that are just causing all the problems that we write about. I prompted it in a very specific way so that it doesn't just spew bullshit and it just doesn't give you stuff that it's like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I can't fix this. In your settings, you can also write context about yourself, who you are. You're like, hey, I'm Elias, I'm 23, I'm an immigrant. I have my own businesses, I'm working on this, on that, I'm studying my parents, I struggle with this, I struggle with that, whatever. So the system can have more context about you. I've been using this tool for 30 days straight. I have never been this consistent with journaling. And ever since I've been using it, I've been probably getting called out already 4 times, 3 or 4 times. And the pattern recognition and the blind spots is what gets me the most because it has pointed out stuff about myself that I don't notice, and it is very helpful to notice these things. It doesn't call to you, it doesn't talk to you like other journals that are AI powered saying, "Oh, you're doing great." No, this actually gives you a reality check. But don't worry, it's not going to give you a reality check that's too harsh and that doesn't make sense. Because sometimes you can get called out and it's like, okay, I can't really control this, you know? That's what the context is for, and that's why it's very, very well prompted. So don't worry about that. I really like this. I also like the sharp question and the wins that you missed as well, because there's times where we kind of brush off things that we accomplished during the week because we're so focused on our negative problems. This points it out. This tells you, hey, you're complaining about all this, but yet you apply to this many jobs, you exercise 4 times a week, you talk to this many people. That's a win. So I also like that. Anyways, that's basically how the website looks like. All you got to do is just go higher, go all the way to the top, and you just create an account. I already have an account, and I'm not going to continue writing because then you guys are going to see my entries, and that's private. Anyways, that's how it is. It has a 2 week free trial if you want to try it out. I'm like I said, I was never consistent with journaling until I started using this tool. We only have about, well, I only have because I'm the only founder. I only have about 8 users right now. I want to get to more. People are finding this interesting, but I'm not sure if it's a need for people. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this is an idea that it's like, okay, this is interesting. I might want to be able to try it out. or if this is just a stupid idea, because it's not an AI journal. Yes, the recaps are AI powered, but it's not just the AI just telling you random shit. You could also put context about yourself in your settings. Like, I'm Elias, I'm 23 years old, I'm an immigrant in Dallas, da 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 da, businesses, bachelor's degree, I've been doing this, I struggle with this, my mom, dad, whatever, so it knows. It's been helping me out. Hopefully, if you think this is a good idea and you want to try it out, do it. Let me know. Give me feedback. There's a contact section on the website. Put shit in there. Be like, hey, this sucks. Hey, this is good. Please. So try it out. It literally calls you out on your bullshit. It's not like other AI powered journals that kind of just cuddle you and be like, oh, well, good thing you did this today. La, 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 la. No, this thing actually calls you the fuck out, which I like. So if you don't want to get called out, don't use it. If you do, if you want to stay accountable and if you want to see more clearly, then use the tool. Anyways, peace out, motherfuckers.